We've just been having a barbecue in the gardens of number 10 Downing Street with some of our armed service personnel from the United States and from the UK, and it was a great reminder of the incredible debt that we owe all of them and their families for their service, for their sacrifice, for all they do to keep us safe. It was a great event, and it was wonderful to have Barack and Michelle there. It was also probably the first time in history, as we stood behind that barbecue, that I can say a British Prime Minister has given an American president a bit of a grilling. So I'm going to hold on to that. Now, Barack and I know well the shared history of our countries. From the beaches of Normandy to the Imjin River, our soldiers have fought together. From labs in Cambridge, Massachusetts to Cambridge, England, our scientists have decoded DNA and cured diseases together. And in millions of interactions every day, including our massive business relationship, our people forge friendships together. That is what makes this relationship special. But what makes it essential is that it's not just about history or sentiment. It is a living, working partnership. It is essential to our security, and it's essential for our prosperity.
One thing that we have learned is...
Again, I congratulated the President on his recent speech on the Middle East, which was bold, it was visionary, and it set out what is needed in the clearest possible terms: an end to terror against Israelis and the restoration of dignity to the Palestinians. Two states living side by side and in peace. Our third action must be to help elevate the changes in North Africa and the Arab world from a moment in history to a turning point in history. We've seen some extraordinary things. Protesters braving bullets, bloggers toppling dictators, people taking to the streets and making their own history. Thank you. I so agree that the two key things here, why we will continue to enforce UN resolutions with our allies, and why we restate our position once more. It is impossible to imagine a future for Libya with Gaddafi still in power. He must go.
As historic change unfolds across the Middle East and North Africa, we agree that the pursuit of self-determination must be driven by the peoples of the region and not imposed from the outside. But we are both committed to doing everything that we can to support peoples who reach for democracy and leaders who implement democratic reform.
Thank you very much. Nick Robinson from the BBC.
We may be leaders from different political traditions, but on a whole host of issues we see eye to eye.
Thank you. I so agree that the two key things here...
The relationship between our two countries is one that's not just based on warm sentiment or common history, although those things exist. It's built on shared ideals and shared values. As David said, it is a special relationship and an essential relationship. I believe that it is stronger than it has ever been, and I'm committed to making sure that it stays that way. What we have learned is that even as we promote the values and ideals that we care about, even